asked, okay, we need a Taylor Travis update from you two. Absolutely loved your breakdown, but I am craving more.
Guys, I'm having a hard time.
All right. So again, it is October 15th at 2:46 p.m. Central Time. So just again, because anything's possible at any moment.
Anything can happen at any time.
Exactly. And we have to be get dressed and stay alert. So last we left it after the Jets game. And lot has happened. We got our last night, we got our first official public photo of them holding hands.
Mm-hmm.
It was, and I want to, trigger warning for Hannah and anybody else who's struggling.
Yeah.
It was probably the best thing that's happened to me in
I'm glad
6 months, because it happened to me.
Yeah.
No, it didn't. I was just like, oh, it was just overwhelming.
It's bonkers that that's happening. It really is.
Yes,
I mean, it really truly, like, it's remarkable that this is happening while we're alive. Like that we're experiencing this sort of event.
100%.
Incredible.
Yes. So let's give some context. So they were so she, under the radar, came to Kansas City the week of his birthday and spent time with him. And we know this because there are accounts which I don't love. It's definitely invasive and it's kind of weird, but they track her jet and know,
because it's public record, right? Because
like the flight number
and
that kind of stuff. I think it's probably like mildly difficult to figure. Like, you have to know what you're looking for to like figure it out. But they found that her plane was in Kansas City the week of his birthday. And they spent time together. And then she obviously came back for the Chiefs Broncos game.
Not a good game.
But I loved her outfit.
Yeah, obviously. She was hanging out with Donna.
She was wearing
for all the haters, like, Donna definitely doesn't have beef with her. She just didn't want to talk about her on the Today Show.
Yeah.
Big shock.
Yeah. She was wearing a jacket. I guess Erin Andrews sent Taylor a bunch of stuff from her. Like, she has like a line where she does like NFL, like professional sports, like merchandise, like swag stuff,
like Victoria's Secret pink NFL collection, but like Erin Andrews version.
Yeah. And she sent her that jacket, and so she was like freaking out. And of course, it's like sold out everywhere. You can't buy it.
I really want to.
I do want it though, because it's cute.
Yeah, but I like the first jacket that she wore.
Oh, like the white and red.
Yeah.
So I thought that was cute. Obviously, she was hanging with Brittany, hugging with Brittany. They're definitely very close. Talking to Travis's dad.
Didn't see that.
Hugged Travis's dad at one point.
See that.
Yep.
Did not see that. I had to shut it off.
Yeah. I know.
I'd have time. Well, mostly because I just didn't want to watch anymore.
Yeah.
But
yeah, so they were definitely friendly. And then, spent a few days in Kansas City, and then they jetted off to New York, where they were spotted going to dinner.
Mm-hmm. Where'd they go?
Nobu.
Okay.
Yeah, which is, fun. Expensive. And
I hope they can afford it.
Yeah. And so there was the photos of them going in, and I mean, it was just like, I was literally over analyzing every single one. I was like, okay, zooming in, zooming out, watching, I mean, every aspect, every part of it. Then there's the videos of them. There's videos of them inside Nobu that obviously like fans have taken.
Yikes.
Like, of them. It's actually very cute. Like, them walking out, like walking through the restaurant, and they're like saying goodbye to like all of the chefs. Like, how like in kitchen like the open, and all the chefs are like waving like bye.
Cute.
It was cute. The very triggering video I showed you today of them like
was that at
hugging.
SNL?
No, that was at Nobu.
That's so public.
And then they went to the SNL after party. They were at SNL. Went to the SNL after party, and it is crazy.
It's crazy.
And I'd like to give you the floor to just share how you feel and how you're working through this time, because I want everyone to be here for Hannah during this challenging time, because listen, we've all been there, Hannah.
I understand. And I also just want to be so abundantly clear that this is irrational, right? Okay. Like, I understand that the sadness I have is so dumb because it's unnecessary, but it's also the truth.
It's reality.
And it's my truth.
It's your truth.
And so call me crazy.
Speak your truth.
So I was out with some friends last night
Yeah.
when Zoe texted me,
Yeah.
and I just want to be clear too, and I've told her this, but like, I'd rather see it from her
and be like, oh,
than jump scared on the internet by it.
That's the word. Yeah.
And so when we first started talking about it, she goes, how do you think you'll feel when you see the first pictures of them holding hands? And I was like, I think I'll be okay. Because like when I saw the video of them walking in the stadium when she came to the first Chiefs game, I was kind of surprised they weren't holding hands.
Mm-hmm.
And so to me, I was just like, oh, well, it won't matter.
Yeah.
So then I see the picture and I kind of got a little nauseous. But then they weren't holding their hands like with their fingers laced. They were cupped. And I was kind of like, whatever.
Yeah.
It's kind of lame.
Yeah. Like that's how friends hold hands.
Right.
You know.
Or like just like he's making sure she gets inside safely from the paparazzi,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. Like it wasn't necessarily intimate, I guess. So then I saw the picture of them holding hands with their fingers laced, and then this like incredibly sweet video of them dancing.
It was really cute.
Yeah.
And I have to like I don't want to be, because I don't want to be like overly gushing about how much I'm obsessed, because I know it like is hard for you. So I just want to acknowledge that.
Yeah. And like I can understand, like it's super sweet and really cute.
Yeah.
And I mean, I literally sat on her couch, she showed it to me, and I was just like, oh no, they're in love with each other. Yeah. And I was laughing, but I maybe had a tear from laughing. So
I was gonna ask you, like, do you like if I just pulled up on Twitter, there's like, so inside Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's PDA filled date night. Like, is that too much for you to like read that article?
I mean, it's gonna be on the internet. Like, I have to just read it. Like, I have to just consume it and understand.
Okay.
But like, who's writing this?
This is Entertainment Tonight.
Okay.
All right. Well,
do you think it's weird that articles are written about people's like hand holding and kissing?
No, this is inside the like event.
Oh, God.
Is this too much? Do you want to do a live read? Okay. We're getting live reaction. Oh my God. To this news. Okay.
I did not know we were doing this.
Dun, dun, dun. All right. Taylor and Travis seemed to be really happy and having a great night. They kissed throughout the evening. Okay. It's not shocking. I can't scroll. You could tell, like, in the videos of them and pictures of them walking out of the party, like her lipstick was definitely smudged and he had lipstick on his lips. Okay, now this is Frozen.
Rookies.
So hold the phone.
You're holding the phone.
I know.
Do you know what really bums me out?
Bad.
That we don't have crumble cookies nearby.
I know. There's other cookies you could maybe get. Okay. Oh my God. You know what's really annoying is
Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce?
No, okay. Okay. Taylor and Travis looked comfortable and happy. They were kissing openly and weren't shy with their PDA. They were holding hands throughout the night, whispering into each other's ear, and they even exchanged kisses. The source who added, it wasn't like they were making out, just sweet moments. Like he'd kiss her on the head.
God damn it.
At one point, he actually told her security guard that he could step aside, like he'd take it from here. This is literally a fan fiction, I swear to God.
Yeah, it's not fun. I mean, I'm really happy for them, and I'm really happy for everybody else.
No, I totally I'm
just having a hard time.
Yeah,
and that's okay.
It's totally understandable. It's not a fun experience to see someone that you love in love with somebody else.
Yeah.
I pictured you with other girls in love and threw up on the street. Taylor Swift's words. She knows. She understands.
Yeah, she actually literally does understand what I'm going through, and that's wild. But I appreciate her sympathy in this tough time.
Ooh.
Oh God.
Okay. After congratulating Ice Spice, Taylor comes over to Travis and puts her hands on his shoulders, and he puts his hands on her waist, and they were kissing, then talking, then kissing again, then talking about what food they wanted to order. Relatable.
Stars. They're just like us. They're literally at SNL. I'm like, what should we get for dinner? Ooh, Nobu.
So anyway, it's definitely progressing.
Yeah.
It's definitely progressing. I said this on our Instagram that I feel like they are our David Beckham and Victoria Beckham.
Yeah, I see that.
Have you watched the
I
documentary?
haven't yet.
Okay,
I need to. I feel like I'll really
think
like
you'd
it.
like it. Also, like, I obviously knew like I was aware of him like as a kid and like, you know, but he's a little bit older. Like his prime was when, you know, we were like 7, 8, like we were probably too young to really be aware of him. But like they talk a lot about in the documentary like how crazy it was when they first started dating, because it's like this massive pop star and this like massive sports guy and like the converging of worlds and like, you know, so I felt like, wow, that's really very similar vibes.
But like the fact that Taylor Swift could become like semi-permanently located in Kansas City is wild.
Yeah, it's the craziest thing. It still blows my mind. Like
not on my bingo card for my whole life.
No.
Not even just this year. Just
no. And there was a tweet that I saw. It was like a screenshot of the like some article that was written when the when that clip went viral of him talking about the friendship bracelet. And by the way, that was in an ad read that they did that. Like,
really?
It was like they were talking about, again, it was like whatever like sort of ticket service that they were promoting. And then they were talking about like, you know, you can go to concerts. And then Jason was like, and I think they mentioned Taylor Swift, and then Jason was like, oh, by the way, how was the Taylor Swift concert? And then that's when he went into it. But I'm like, had Jason never asked that question,
oh, so true,
would we be here now?
Chinese farmer.
But they like took a screenshot of
It's Jason's fault.
Yeah, I guess. So they took a screenshot of the article, and they were like, he was just a guy with a friendship bracelet and a dream, and look at where his dreams come true now. So he really is the man. I mean, if we need a proof that manifestation, that, you know, you put out what you want, you can get it, there it is.
All right, well,
yeah, so you can reverse.
What happens if the person I'm manifesting is in a relationship with Taylor Swift?
You know, that's a little tricky. It's
It's okay. I mean, I understand that I went through something similar with Harry Styles and Kendall Jenner, but I will say, when they did the spill your guts or fill your gut, love that.
Yeah.
For some reason, that didn't bother me.
Well, because they're not together anymore.
But I think that was the most, like, I had never seen anything outside of just pictures of them.
That's true.
I think seeing them like interact and like be flirty, they were definitely flirty, would have like made me annoyed, but it didn't.
True.
So I don't know. Maybe in a way, like, I'm glad that this is so public, because I can just like really start to see. I mean, I'm happy for them and I'm sad for me.
Yeah. And as I said too, it's like it's gonna end up one of two ways.
Yeah.
They're either meant for each other, getting married, or they're not.
Yeah.
So it's like,
what ifs?
Yeah. And
they seem really happy, and I'm excited for them. And I'm really excited for the girls to meet Taylor.
They do seem really happy. I'm excited for them. Like, think about the music.
So good.
Like, that's what we also should all be. I mean,
yeah.
And do you remember when I texted you? This was like months ago. And that song of hers from the Lover album that was like all the girls you've loved before or whatever. And I said, this reminds me of Travis Kelce.
Yes.
And there we said it.
So
crazy.